Yo, what's up ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. And today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Autobot Drift. So, here I am, and there he is. So, and as you can see, Drift is a red and black Mercedes-Benz. Now, truth be told, this is an existing figure. So what I meant by that is that he is a heavily redecoed version of the original Transformers: The Last Knight Deluxe Class Drift, which of in itself is an extensive remold of the original Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Drift. Yes, the Bugatti Drift. And I haven't reviewed that guy yet, so I'll get to him when I get to him. But for now, we'll take a look at the Transformers: The Last Knight Studio Series Drift. I forgot what number he is. I think he was number 36. Whatever. So I'm gonna get this straight. Hasbro actually decided to re-release this figure and repaint it as a more screen-accurate looking Drift. And actually, it looks. I think the black on this figure, it looks way better than the original. Now, I'm not gonna bring in the original for comparison. I will review that version after this review, and then I'll bring this guy for comparison in that review. So you're probably gonna get disappointed, for not seeing a comparison with the original Drift from The Last Knight. But it's okay, it's alright. There's no rule here, but anyway, so you can see you got nice detail, you got some nice silver paint on the headlights as well. And you got the nice silver paint on the grille. Got the nice Mercedes logo. Yep. Got this strip of red paint going down on the car. Unfortunately, this hinge section is not painted red like it should be. Yeah, that really irks my soul when they don't even finish that paint work, and apparently it doesn't even go all around the back as well. So on the back you don't even see any paint, unfortunately. So yeah, and you got some red paint on the rims a little bit, a ring of red paint. You can see how's everything gonna work right here. Got visible head syndrome, literally visible everything syndrome, really. So he's basically a shell former, but I don't care, I don't mind. But anyway, as you can see, he does have his two little small swords stored inside there, so I'm going to show you how that works in a little bit. So yeah, it's a nice looking car mode, I will say. It's a nice looking car mode. The one problem I have with this figure is that it's not fully painted, like these sections right here and the back section right here. You don't even see the taillights. I mean, the taillights are there. They're there, but they're not painted, unfortunately. But it is what it is. But it's okay, it's alright. It's still a good looking vehicle mode. So now, for comparison, we'll bring in Cogman, so you can see how the cool looking cars right here look together. Yeah, I don't even own any of these cars. I do own a Mercedes. I do own two Mercedes cars, but it's not this Mercedes, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't even own an Aston Martin. I wish I could own an Aston Martin, but at least I have a little version of it on my shelf. But anyway, so there you have that. Here he is with Squeaks, and as you can see, this scale doesn't really work. Because the scooter is bigger than the car, unfortunately. That doesn't work. So there you go. Here he is with Studio Series Top Spin, just because. You can see how they look together. So there you have that. And just because he's in the same movie with Drift, here he is with Leda Class Dragon Storm. So there you go. Now, of course, he does include some accessories. Now, the only accessories that really matter in this set Oh, the little baby Dinobots! Oh, the baby Dinobots! Oh, they're so cute! They're so precious! So first, we're gonna take a look at little Terry. Now this is meant to be a mini swoop or a mini strafe, so you can see the little Terry. Oh, that's just precious. This little Autobot Dinobot. Oh, he's just so cute. Look at that face. Oh, look at that face. Now articulation wise, the head can the mouth can open and close a little bit on this hinge. The arms can rotate a full 360. These little feet or legs, they can rotate around as well. They can move around if you want it to. Now the tail is just molded into place, so there's no articulation in the tail, unfortunately, but he still looks cute. He's so cute. Oh, he's just precious. He's so cute. Isn't he just a little baby dinosaur anyway? So, the next one we'll take a look at is Sharp T, aka Mini Grimlock. He's so cute. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that face. Look at that face. Oh, that's just precious. Oh, that's just precious. Now the mouth can open and close. It can open very wide. Now the legs can move around as well, and that's it for articulation. But that's okay. I still count them in my collection. So even though they don't transform, but they still can move. But anyway, so he's nicely molded, nicely painted. Got nice silver paint all around him, but yeah, there you go. There you have Mini Grimlock. I mean Sharp T. Anyway, and last but not least, here he is, little Tops, and this is my absolute favorite Dinobot because he's absolutely adorable. Look at that face, girls. I know you can't really, you can't stay away from this guy because he's just too cute. He's just too cute. Oh, he's just adorable. Look at him. Look at him. I mean, he's just so cute. He is my absolute favorite. That's why I love him. So, really cute. Now, his head can rotate from side to side a little bit. If you rotate it too much, then you pop it off. These front legs can rotate around as well. These hind legs can rotate as well, so there's a fair amount of articulation on him. But the one little detail he's actually missing is that the Autobot symbol, the chain on his head, unfortunately he's missing that, but I don't think Hasbro could replicate that. So unfortunately, but it would have been cool if we could see Tops, the Autobot symbol just hanging down from Top's head like a chain. So that would have been cool, but it's okay. But man, the baby Dinobots, they're just freaking adorable. Look at them. Look at how small they are. I mean, look, they're so cute. They're so adorable. I'm sorry. I just have to go through them first. So they're just like a mini slug, a mini Grimlock, and a mini swoop. Hey! So, I don't know how Drift was able to be, was able to come with these, but it's still a good, good feature. So, still a good thing to include the baby Dinobots from the last night because they were in the movie, so I wanted toys with them. So I finally get toys of them. Yay! More Dinobots. But the thing with Hasbro is that they have to make a Studio Series Slug, a Studio Series Scorn, and a Studio Series Strafe. They need to make those right now. So I'm gonna get these out of my way so we can take a look at some other accessories that Drift comes with. So I'm gonna count to 3 and they will disappear like magic. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Boom! There you go. The mini Dinobots are gone, man. Woo! Looks like magic does exist in the real world. So, yeah, it does exist. But anyway, the other accessories that Drift comes with is his swords of honor. There we go. He's filled with honor because he's a samurai. But anyway, so yeah, he has swords for him. Now he did come with another sword. I don't have it right now. So can you guys give me like a few seconds, you know, to come back with the other sword. So I'm gonna come back. Hold on, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get out of here and get the other sword for you guys so I can show you. So I'll be right back. Okay, bear with me. Okay, I am back and now I got the sword. Here it is! So this is the sword, the main sword that Drift actually came with. So these swords were actually reused from the Age of Extinction Drift and the original The Last Night Deluxe Drift. And if you are not aware, you can basically hear some sounds in the background from my maid. I'm so sorry, it's just she loves to talk when I'm recording. Really annoying. So okay, so what was I saying? So yeah, this is the sword. This is the main sword that Drift comes with. Now this is the more screen accurate sword, I believe. And you got some nice gold paint around as well. And there's this weird looking tab. There's this weird looking tab just sticking out right there. And I thought, you know, they made a slot over here and then they could store on the vehicle mode, but unfortunately there's no slot on this guy and you can't really store this underneath because because these sections right here, they're meant for these swords. So these swords were just stored in right here like that, like so, and there you have the storage for these swords. Now this sword, I can't even find anywhere to store the sword, and I'm not sure if you're aware of this. I'm not sure if you heard it, but I heard a car honk in the background. So, I'm not sure whether this Drift did the honk. Who knows? Maybe he did the honk, or some other car did the honk. Maybe Cogman did the honk. Maybe did the hark. Maybe Cogman did the honk. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, there's no storage for this guy, so this is like becoming a G1 toy where there's no storage for the weapons. Yeah, there's no storage for that weapon. So, now I had to get that. I had to get that. Come back here, sword. Come back here. Hey, yeah. Okay, I'll be right back, and I'm gonna fix this. Okay. Megatron is back in place, but we're not talking about Megatron here. We're talking about Drift. Anyway, so yeah, it's becoming a G1 toy where the weapons don't even store on the vehicle itself. So this is actually useless in vehicle mode. But anyway, so we're gonna take it off, put it off to the side first, and also take off these weapons and put them off to the side because we are now getting to the transformation into his robot mode. So now, first thing you want to do, you want to take this back section right here. You want to untab that and raise that up, like so. You want to untab these doors and flip that up. Untab these doors and flip that up. And there you have that. You want to untab this whole hood section right here and just bring that up. And just bring this up. Whoops! Yeah. So I'm gonna take off these little swords first and put them off to the side, and there you go. So now I'm gonna take this whole section. Anyway, you want to take this section, it's on the double hinge, and bring that up. It's very tight. Yeah, there we go. And just rotate this around, and that makes his backpack. Yes, I know he has a huge backpack, but that doesn't kill the enjoyment of the figure. Anyway, so now just bring out his arms and bring this down on that hinge. There you have that. Bring down his arms and bring that down the hinge, and there you go. So now you can split the legs right now and just bring this back, flip down the foot, bring this back, flip down the foot, and you're gonna bend his legs a little bit. Then he's standing more naturally, and that is it. That is it for the transformation. It's very, very simple. So yeah, he's pretty much a shell former, but I don't care. I don't mind shell formers, but I do think that shell forming is it's getting a little bit old. Yeah, I think shell forming is getting a little bit old. So yeah, but let's get closer so we can take a look. Oh yeah, again, he looks so good. He looks so much better than the original The Last Night Drift, because the original The Last Night Drift, it was just all red and no color. So yeah, at least Hasbro made the choice to re-release this figure and paint it in a more screen accurate deco. So that is really amazing, and I love this so much better. Yeah, really cool. More screen accurate. I love that. I love it. So now look at that head sculpt. That is a great looking head sculpt. I love that. That looks more like Drift to me. Yeah. That looks more like Drift to me. I mean, the head sculpt on the original one was good, but it was not screen accurate yet. And now it's finally very screen accurate. It looks more like Drift than the original. So yeah, really nicely done. Love the gold paint in his face. And I know some people think that he has a kind of a humanoid, like so humanoid face, but it's okay. It's all right. I mean, it's a Transformer. What do you expect? So yeah, it's your imagination. You can create it like very humanoid or non-humanoid, but it's okay. I love the humanoid face. I still think it looks good. Looks great in my opinion. Love the red on the crest, blue for the eyes, and he has a beard right now. So you got chest, nicely detailed, nicely painted, all very screen accurate, and I do like that. Although I still would love some more paint on the arms, like the arms are a bit too black, but it's still a nicely done figure in my opinion. Very enjoyable to mess with. So now articulation wise for this guy, the head is on a ball joint. Can rotate, can't really rotate a full 360 because of the beard getting in the way. And yeah, pretty much you have your full, you don't have your, I mean you have rotation. And you can look up a little bit. You can't really look down. And the arms, you can use that hinge to move the shoulders if you want to. And the arms can actually rotate a full 360. And what is all this in? So the arms can move in and out. You can move out these panels if you want to. He does have a bicep swivel, a very stiff bicep swivel, and he does have a ratcheted elbow joint about 90 degrees up bend there. And the fists the hands, they don't have a wrist swivel, but the hands can actually move inward or outward if you wanted to. No waist swivel, unfortunately. The legs can move up that far, can move back only that far, can do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel. He does have a knee joint, under 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and there's no ankle tilt. There's no ankle tilt, but the feet can pivot up. So, yeah. Pivot up and down, I mean. So, now, can he wield his weapons? Of course he can. He's Drift. He's full of honor. He's a samurai. He's a samurai man. So of course he can wield his weapons. So I'm going to bring in his weapons. So let's bring in his little swords first. So he can hold his little tiny swords if you wanted to. But these swords are actually supposed to go on his back. So they're supposed to peg in to these ports. I'm not sure you can see it because it's all black. My god, it's all black. Okay, there we go. There are 2 ports right here, so just plug that in. There we go. Now on this version, these ports and posts are a little bit tighter, but they still fall off, unfortunately. But yeah, there you go. So now you can actually take these 2 swords and you can have Drift holding those 2 swords. Now, you have an option to store them at the back. Yes, you can actually store these swords at the back. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. So now you can see here, there are 2 ports. There's a port right here and there's a port right there. So now you can actually take this and plug that in. Unfortunately, it's not too securely, but it's okay. It's all right. You can store that, and while that is stored at the back, you can take this sword and put it in his hand. So, and just plug that into his hand, and there you have his sword wielding pose. So there you go. He's wielding his sword, and that's pretty cool. I quite dig that. Now be careful. These 2 swords, they can fall off very easily. So you better be careful, man. So now for comparison, please stay. There we go. Here he is with Deluxe Cogman from the last night. Well, this is technically still Studio Series. Cogman, stand up, boy. My goodness, why did he fall? Anyway, this is what I was meant to say is. What I was trying to say was that this is still technically Studio Series Cogman, so it still counts. So there you have that. Here he is with little squeaks. You can see how he scales with drift. So there you have that. Here he is with Mr. Topspin from Dark of the Moon. You can see, and they both have 2 toes. Oh, they have 2 toes on both of their feet. Oh, are they brothers? I don't know. So there you have that. And last but not least, here he is with the 2 Autobot Knights of Cybertron, and I feel like Storm Rain and Dragonica stand up drift. So you can see how they scale with one another. And yeah, they're both Voyager-ish Autobots, and he's a Deluxe, so you can see, you know, he's pretty much on the smaller side. But it's okay, it's alright, he's still a good figure. So there you go. So there you have Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Autobot Drift. And yeah, this figure is a good figure. He's a decent figure, I will say. The robot mode definitely looks way better than the original. It looks more screen accurate, and I do like that. I wish there was more paint in the arms, because the arms are a little bit black and they're a bit hard to see, but it's okay. It is what it is. And you're probably wondering where I put the sword, the big sword, the bigger sword. Unfortunately, I told myself, you know, I decided to pose drift with these 2 swords because this sword is useless. Both in robot mode, and I mean, he can hold the sword, but you can't really store the sword anywhere, which is anyway. So this sword is useless, so it's gonna go into my useless accessories treasure box. So that's pretty much it on what I want to do with this sword. So this is a useless accessory. So but anyway, so I never meant to do that, but anyway, so well, it is what it is. But the inclusion of the Dinobots, of the baby Dinobots, is what makes this set worth buying, because they are just adorable. I mean, look at them. Look at these little baby Dinobots. They're just freaking adorable. They're so adorable. Oh, they're so cute. So yeah, this is the one thing that makes this set worth buying, is that the baby Dinobots are the baby Dinobots are just so cute, you know. I can't resist. I can't resist looking at them. But anyway, so but anyway, yeah, the vehicle mode is definitely looks good. It looks the paintwork is definitely. I mean, I wouldn't say yeah, the paintwork is not. Yeah, he's pretty sparse on the paint. I mean, you have the silver headlights, the silver on the grill, the red on the sides, and unfortunately, it just didn't even complete the red paint on the sides because it would ruin the hinge. I get that, but it would have been cool to see the red paint just going over the side, like all the way, but it is what it is. So if I were to rank him from a scale of 1 to 10, I think Drift deserves an honorable 8 out of 10. So the 2 things that, you know, that could have made it better, storage for the weapon, that's one thing, and the paint, always the paint work. So they did a good job at giving us a more screen accurate looking robot mode for the last night Drift, but it would have been Yeah, it would have been much better if there was more paint, like, you know. So that is pretty much it on what I want to say about this figure. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel of JJ Prime Reviews, go ahead and click on that subscribe button because more reviews are coming out soon on your way. So there you have that. And also, if you don't want to miss any new videos that I'm posting, you better turn on your notifications. How to turn on your notifications? You click on that bell icon down below on the right side. So on the bottom right, you know, on the right side of the right, on the subscribe button, you know, if you see the subscribe button, you click it and there's a bell icon on the right and you just click on that to turn on your notifications. So, and I think that is pretty much all there is to say. So there you have the Transformers, the Studio Series number 36 Deluxe Class Autobot Drift. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.